I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Hey y'all. Alright, give me a minute here. I'm gonna pull up my chat. I did not know Justice for All was live too. Darn it. Okay. Well, lately, kind of got to get in where you fit in anyway. All right, where's my chat? Here we go. Let me turn this down. Hey, Kimkins. Charm. Stacy Piper. Patty Ponytail. Curse of Curiosity. Blue Eyes. Hold on a second. I can turn the... People are going to be busy tonight. Won't be busy in here tonight. We can turn the slow mode chat off. Let me turn that off. Hey, Muffy. Hey, Darzilla. Frankie. Stacy B. Okay. So now, wait. Okay. Now there should be no slow mode. So, hey, Cool Gamer. Xena. Hello. Canadian Cookie. All right, so let me pull up. Let's pull up some of today's coverage and the press conference from today. Hey, Tammy Ayo. I really wish we had different earbuds. Maybe after we move, we can get better ones. Trulia. Hey, boo. Good to see you. Sass. Sweet ass, sweet no Simone. Okay. Oh, that's right. For some reason, see, I fucking do it. I pull my chat up and then I turn my phone off because I'm an idiot. All right. Stacy B, thank you for being a part of the Crazy Train for 3 months. Holy cow. Thank you. Hey, Freckles. Vixen, Ace. Hey, my people. I hope to see you guys on Friday because I'm super excited. I was texting with Cecilia a little bit today. She has been crazy. They're crazy nervous, of course, because even I have anxiety for them. So I cannot even imagine to be Taylor or Cecilia right now. Okay, let's start with the press conference. Yeah, on the YouTubes. Okay. We're going to go to mine. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. When Evil entered. Hey, Boo. Hey, JPL. Okay, so let's go. Oh, I see someone took a video down. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay. No, not that one. Not that one. Nope, not that one. I watch way too much stuff in a day, y'all. Okay. All right, I gotta share screen. Booyah. Let me take this banner down because I know y'all hate that. Okay. So, all right.
And FBI entered a new phase in the search for Quinton Simon. A short time ago, we began what will be an extensive search of the waste management landfill located here in Chatham County. As with every step,
Which we knew, right? We knew this back on what, Friday, that it was planned for today to start that. I know a lot of people are pissed and they're like, why are they waiting till Friday? They closed over the weekend. They had to get a lot of manpower there, get a specific area shut down and a lot of equipment. So I mean, yeah, I get it. I understand, it's been what is tomorrow, October 5th. So yeah, it's been a while. So I get it that people are pissed and they want things settled and done now because everyone we think we know, right? We know what's put out there. So we're just waiting on an arrest at this point, right? Let's be honest. Hey Thor. When Evil entered, Northern Light, good to see you. Did I say hi to you, Canadian Cookie? Okay.
we have taken in this case, the need for this search was based on where the evidence led us. We have spent the last several days preparing
Hi, Gail.
and
Hi,
deploying
Tanya.
extensive resources to support the search team and the investigators.
And that makes sense to me. I mean, as much as we would like it to be as quick as the snap of our fingers to get all these people there and get this work done and just get this case closed, it takes more than that, right? Which is kind of bullshit. I get that, because one thing I look at is how, let's say how they incarcerate somebody. They are sure quick to throw someone behind bars, but then when, you know, it's time to free them, or let's say they were in there on wrongful charges and their case gets turned around, it's time to free them. Why they got to sit in there even longer while the shit gets cleared up is beyond me. That's crazy. I'm like, you throw people in there in a matter of minutes and hours, but it takes how long to get some of these people? Ooh. Sorry, Benny.
And I would like to thank, for a moment, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff John Wiltshire, Chatham County Emergency Management Agency, Savannah Police Department, Savannah Fire Department, Chatham Emergency Services, and many other agencies that have assisted in getting us prepared to begin our search of the landfill. We know that this is going to be a physically, mentally, and emotionally grueling task for our investigators and team. Yesterday, our team posted this picture of Quinton here on the wall of this operations center as a reminder.
Like, why just yesterday, first of all? But I'm glad they did that. But I'm like, why wasn't it there from day one? I don't know.
Of who we are searching for and why we continue to work so terribly hard. We want justice for Quinton just like everybody else, and we want to find his remains so we can give him a proper resting place. Once again, we are indebted to the FBI for their unmatched expertise that they have provided to us since they arrived on scene. Less than 3 hours after Quinton was reported missing. Now I'll turn it over to Senior Supervisory Resident Agent, Mr. Clark, who also has a few remarks.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, everyone. My name is Will Clark. As the Chief said, I'm the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent of the Savannah and Brunswick offices of the FBI. Throughout our process here, our goal has been to bring Quinton home and to hold anyone responsible for his disappearance accountable. We, along with our law enforcement partners, go into this process with heavy hearts. We did not want to end up at this point, but the evidence has taken us here. We are not just randomly searching this landfill. We have evidence, specific evidence that leads us to this large property. To help in this search, the FBI has brought in specialists from Quantico, Atlanta, as well as all of our personnel here in the greater Savannah area. The FBI's evidence response team, which has experience in landfill searches like this, is heading up part of this operation. At this moment, we have dozens of FBI personnel on scene in support of the Chatham County Police Department. We will have Chatham County and FBI personnel in the landfill each day, conducting a systematic search of the debris. This will be a complex and strenuous effort. Searchers will move through the debris placed on the search deck looking for evidence. Once that debris is clear.
Hey, Cephas. Thank you. Hey, Vicky. Tammy Barnes. Tammy Ayo. Y'all, hey, two Helens. Charms. Patty Ponytail. So I'm kind of like networking behind the scenes, as you guys know. And if Billie's listening, I'm in my texts right now, and I have someone really near and dear that me and Mark love very much, who's willing to make their way to you if you are interested in some support at all from someone who really doesn't even really has followed this case too much. I've said a little bit to them, but they've been focused on a lot of other things. But yeah, if you're listening, I just got the text and said, when and where, and they can be there. So
Cleared, it will be placed on the search deck and then removed and then replaced with another section of material. This will not be quick, it will not be easy, and the outcome is uncertain. As the chief said, we want justice for Quinton, and we want to find him a proper resting place. Again, we share the sorrow felt by millions and promise all of our available resources and expertise to assist Chatham County in finding little Quinton.
Thank you, Will. Now we'll take a few questions if you'd like.
What makes you think that Quinton is in this landfill?
The evidence has led us to this place at this date and time.
Anything specific you can tell us?
Nothing I can tell you specifically.
Chief, what day do you think you would come to this landfill? Is this something you knew last Thursday, last Wednesday, last Tuesday, or yesterday, or this morning?
Agent Clark's going to answer any questions about the landfill.
We've been reviewing the evidence throughout the duration of this investigation. We've been following the evidence where it has taken us, and the evidence has taken us to this landfill.
oh my God, I fucking love you. You know who you are. That's hilarious.
Planning. We brought in experts.
How about them bulls?
To guide us to the specific area where we'll be searching. Like I
Now,
said,
if I'm not mistaken, they were looking there because they had video watching Liliani, right? Lilani. If I'm not mistaken, parked outside the dumpster at a trailer park and waited for the dump trucks to come and then left. I honestly, I can't even tell you where I even heard that from. So that there's a reason they're looking there specifically, and I don't honestly remember how I heard that. So I don't know if that's legit or what. We heard or we have seen what Billie has said, right? But we've also heard that she's kind of Lilani, Quinton's mother, has been pulling back and that she lies a lot. Billie and Billie's I think husband or boyfriend says it's bad to say and they do not like to say it. But that Lilani lies a lot. So what Billie did tell me is that should she come out and say what's what, that Billie says she'll be the first one at the police station. And I believe that, but it's probably think about it. This is your daughter here. It's also your grandchildren. You got to think of the hell she's in. And some may say it's the hell she deserves or asked for or signed up for, whatever. Everyone, to each their own for their opinion on that. Oh, shit. What? Okay. Yeah, but Cotton Candy Investigates 2.0 remains mean the body is in decomposition phase, bones more or less. Yeah. Yes, video of the dumpster, not sure where. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where I heard that. Hi, Zena. This is heartbreaking. Yes. God bless this baby, his siblings, and the loved ones. Yes. Hi, Yanni. Good to see you. The mother has one child already locked up and another looking at prison and a deceased grandson. How much more hell does she need? Thank you. When evil entered, thank you, because I don't think anyone else is concerned. I know everyone's thoroughly entertained with what's going on. And I, out there on the outside that house. But it actually scares me because if you guys want proper justice, I think I understand it. Let me say, I understand what people are doing. I get it. That's their right, protesting, and that they have their thoughts and opinions, right? But what are we protesting? Because right now they are doing their job. The police are doing their job. Yes, I get, Lilani, sorry, could just speak up and say whatever. But if they already know, does she have to say? Because she can't go say, well, he's right here at this spot at the landfill. You know what I mean? There's no possible way she could pinpoint exactly where in the landfill that Quinton was thrown away like trash in. Okay. I can't help but feel bad for her too, because it's a mix, but also angry. And again, you've heard, she's been in the chat. Everything I said yesterday, she heard that. She was in the chat. That's what I really like about Billie, is that even now, as up to last night, at least with me, she's owned her shit. She is not proud of this. And who the hell could be? I mean, just a straight up monster, which I don't think Billie is, because with my texts of her, Billie feels like a complete failure now. She doesn't need people saying that, oh, she's got one murderous son, another. She doesn't need that, because what you guys are doing is pushing someone who's already on the edge. What do you guys want? You want someone to harm themselves in that house or each other? I don't know what they're expecting, but I do, bitch. LOL, hurt you. What the fuck? But it worries me. It worries me. There's no doubt about it. I can't deny the fact that, yes, it was the wrong decisions to leave her daughter with the grandkids. But me dragging her for that right now it's nothing. I can't drag her any more than she's dragging herself. And again, I stand with Bill. I see that Billie really did try, and also within the family, she wanted her family to be better, and she was blind to that it really wasn't. So her biggest mistake is her 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 doing better was far from good enough, and that's all I can like really say. She's living her own personal hell. 100%. 100%. Now, we can say we would not support our children if our children were in the situation, but do we honestly know that? And I really don't think that's fair to say, well, Billie asked for this, she did this, she did that, or she has this kid, this kid. She can't make her. So let me ask you this then. That would mean Casey Anthony's parents should have gotten sentences to them, because they also waited. That granddaughter was supposed to be residing in their house, remember? Wasn't there some kind of custody thing there too, if I'm not mistaken? You can't tell me the same thing. It's not similar. So if we're to believe that, we should believe that then Cindy and what's his name? Is it Anthony? I can't remember. But Mr. Anthony. George, Cindy and George should have also got sentences. Oh, she's gonna feel guilty for life, right? Frozzy fuzzball, Cher, what the fuck, really? I don't like. What? Maybe she thought the boyfriend. I thought that too, Sue. Maybe she thought the boyfriend would look out for them both. Poor judgment on the grandma. That might have been something too. Is that maybe there was something like she just couldn't be alone with the kids or something like that? But the papers are out there, right? Killer. Yes, but they can't pinpoint. Billie can't say, "Hey, Quinton's here in the landfill," and Lilani can't pinpoint that either. So I don't really know what is going on right now. And last night she said, she just kind of said hi and thanked people who are not being assholes, and just said, "Don't ask any questions tonight." And nobody did. And that was thank you. Nobody did. Everyone just kind of went about it, didn't bother her or badger her. So I noticed. Hey, Sonia. And thank you, Yanni, by the way. I'm sorry. I was on my, rant and forgot to thank you. Please be respectful. Warning. Yeah, we're only doing one warning because if people don't understand this platform by now, they never will. And I don't want to hear no, I'm sorry later. You already know. Oh, and there's going to be a lot of that. I'm telling you right now. Like, trust me, there's going to be a lot of that again. And I'm going to laugh. Oh, well. No, I mean, if I don't remember really what Fozzie, it couldn't have been that bad because I don't even remember what the hell they said, but they're not bothering me enough to what I'm like, Fozzie can talk this shit if they don't agree with me, that is okay. That's perfectly fine because not many will. They're gonna want to see Billie locked up. They're gonna want to see Liliana locked up. I hope that also means that they'd want to see multiple others locked up. Then, if that's their way of thinking, that is. But it's just not my thinking in this case. People will be like, "Well, why? You think, whatever about Jody Sue?" Well, Jody Sue is different. And how many times have I heard that? If I seriously had a nickel for everyone who was like, "You badger Jody Sue, but you can't feel the same about Billie." First of all, nobody tells me how I should feel about any one person. My connection with each person in every case is different. It's not the same thing. Like it's a clear case that if you want to be honest, then lock up the entire neighborhood, because if everything that they're releasing there in Savannah, Georgia is the truth, then everybody should be locked up. The entire fucking town, even the law enforcement, everybody. Hey, squids, you know, so I don't even want to hear it. But where it's different with Jody Sue is she started before Summer went missing and literally talked her ass into a motive. Okay, a motive. And I mean, saying that she should be the number one person to make money off Summer's name because she was the neighbor. Like, let's not forget that she actually said that. Maybe not exactly like that, but she said that. If anyone should be making money, I was the neighbor. All of these Pimpville tragedy, true crime suckers, or what, you know what she said. I don't even have to explain because most of you in here already fucking know. So she did say that. She did do that. And she also took money and gifts and gift cards and jewelry and clothes and household things and everything. Y'all were sending Candace. Well, you're all screaming and yelling at me. And I was like, don't send shit there. I know that she's selling them and doping up with the stuff people are sending or trading it, or she's even burnt shit or smashed it and laughed about it. Like, there's a reason that she never got that fucking necklace, because they thought that shit was funny. I was like, what the fuck? You know, and that was really hard to keep my, like, not, act like that was fucked up for a little while. And then finally I got sick of it. I was like, no, don't send shit to them, like, yeah, she was fucking getting paid, and she switched her stories like how many times. You can tell when the payment started to trickle down and Jody Sue wasn't satisfied with the payment anymore because she totally changed her fucking tune of things in her story, right? From protecting Candace to being her domestic violence supporter and picture takers together to just throwing her right under that damn bus. Get the fuck out of here. I don't feel one bit sorry for Jody Sue. No. It's been completely different experience between me and Billie, who's acknowledged everything and today says, I think I've, like, everything I fought for in my whole life now in this day it's worth nothing and it's all over. And that scares me. There doesn't need to be another. I just hope that there's closure to this without any more loss. Okay. That's what I'll leave it at. Thank you, Tiffany Marie. I don't have to explain myself. Yeah. Well, sometimes I feel like I don't understand the people who don't understand what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Sometimes I get it because I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. You don't understand me. That's cool. You're not my people, whatever. But then other times I'm like, why? Like, you just want to shake some people sometimes, just like, how dare Cher expose the babysitter's records? What do you fucking mean? That's what we do. We're true crime. She was one of the main people around the baby that's missing. Like, I don't understand those people, but let's dox everyone and their mom and their unborn grandchildren. Let's expose all their records in every other case. But certain people are off limits in Quinton Simon's case. It's unbelievable. Channel surfer. It's really unbelievable. Hey, wicked bitch of the South. All cases are very different. I can relate to Billie J completely. Yeah. And I've said to people, I think I've even said it to her, like, I don't know. Some people will say that my past and my childhood means I shouldn't be covering these cases. I'm too fucked up from that to do any good in these cases. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, I don't even know really what to say to that. I usually just let the comment go or just block the person because I'm like, well, what the fuck? But I don't know. I think it's something to be able to talk to these folks and on some level understand the bigger picture Some people that if you're truly into true crime or passionate about true crime, I'm gonna have to guess that you care about the inner makings of one. Why do you think people are so hooked on Chris Watts? That was everybody's husband. That was the normal guy next door, right? People were writing to Mr. Cher like, "That scares me because could my husband be a murderer?" and stuff like that. Like, it scared the shit out of people. So they're starting to wonder, like, what is it that we should be looking for? Like, we are never going to learn anything. And I've said this, even Billie has heard it. Like, we should have to know these things. I think it does matter. But I see where people are also saying some things are overused. Maybe like the mental illness in courts or whatever. Like, some people say, I have this, I have that, but I still know right from wrong. I agree with you. I can't deny that. I have had a head injury. I have been told many times I shouldn't survive. I have been told that if I did survive, I would be a vegetable for the rest of my life, drooling in a wheelchair. Right? So, yeah, cover all sides. I want to know more. I still to this day want to know because I can't understand it. I'm a mom now. I could never imagine the things that my grandma put my mom through, that my mom and then my grandma put me through. Y'all hear my dad? You heard stories before I could even walk. Like, I'm in crawling ages and I'm being tied up to things. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's something to understand the cycles and generations and what people are born into. And I think that matters because, like I was saying, my dad had a head injury at 6 years old. I was around the same time. Now, I often wonder if my dad did not have that head injury, would things have been a little bit different? Because I also know that things affect each person differently. My head injury, obviously, I am not like, I knew I'm in control. Like, okay, I have a head injury. I have all these things wrong with me, but I still know I can't go hurt people, right? I know right from wrong. I know that's wrong. I know, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but I do think that it all matters. I think it's interesting to look into, and I think it all should be studied. So going forward, we can try to do better as, like we're supposed to fucking do in the world and with people and humans. I don't know. Someone deleted something I didn't see. Every single person around the precious baby failed him, including the babysitter. Exactly. Nobody called the law or anything and just looked the other way, knowing that baby was being abused. Right. And Billie said to us that she got no messages. She got no alerts or anything. So if there was reporting going on, if Billie's telling us the truth, she was the one with custody, so she would have been for sure contacted, right? She told us, no one ever contacted her, right? That's what she said. So they all did fail him. Let's finish this. Sorry. Is it gonna play? Ah. Oh shoot. Okay. Hold up, wait a minute. Shit's getting frozen. Hey, Tam Tam, where are all the babysitter's receipts she claims to have? I don't know, and I don't think it matters. Not, I don't go after the babysitter just to be mean and bully her. I just do think it's important, since it's important to everybody else around Quinton and Quintons siblings. it's important what hers was too, because she was one of the main caregivers as well. And while she's screaming from the rooftop this and this and this about somebody and their past, well, fair playing field. Okay. I mean, that's just that. Fair fucking playing field. That's what we're about. I don't know, Barbara. I've wondered that, but I hope that she's getting looked at. I know that there's attorneys and stuff involved, and I do hope that she is getting looked at, because here's where people are going to probably be like, what the fuck did Cher just say? It's, I would still like to see Leilani, now, if she did this right, clearly, then she does need to be put away. But I would still like to see her do better. Does that make sense? I would like to, and again, she's got 2 kids now, still alive, that are going to be at an age one day to know and see and understand what's going on. And again, can they say, well, what we went through, or my brother's life lost, did you learn anything from that? Did you learn anything, Mom? People see, oh my God, I'm out. You're not listening to what I'm actually saying then. So goodbye, artsy gal. You are a very closed, weak-minded person, and we don't like your kind around here anyway. So bye, because you're taking that right now. I bet you're hearing right now, I think she should be free and have a nice life, right? That's what you're hearing right now, because you're so fucking dumb. You're not hearing it. Okay? She can still try to better herself from inside, so that her kids can know that this all didn't happen for no reason. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I lived it. And I got to watch that. Nothing changed for my mom. And I don't care that she's dead. I am glad she's dead. You know why? I know she's dead now. I know where the bitch is, and I don't got to think about it no more. Cool, she's dead. Moving along. Did she learn anything before she died? Nope. Had 2 other kids after me and my sister, and they got taken too. So she didn't learn a goddamn thing. So yeah, if you want to unsubscribe or leave, because I'm saying that I hope that even though she's going to be locked away somewhere, that I hope that from the inside, she tries to do things to better herself for the best interest of her children. Yeah. Unsub me then. I don't give a fuck. Because I would have rather looked back and seen that my mom tried, which she never did. So like, how much more real do you want to hear it? So I don't really care if you unsub or you say goodbye. Bye. Hey, High Priestess. Why should they get a pass? Did I at all say that they should get a pass? Did I say that ever? Because I don't remember saying that. Did I ever say that? No. That's the problem. People aren't fully listening. They're hearing what they want to hear, and that's okay. I was beaten with an extension cord as a child, so I never whipped my children. Stop the cycle. And it's easier for some than others, right? To stop the cycle, which is how it happens for generations and generations. Hey, Skilo. You know what? Bye. Bye, sassy but classy. See you, bye. People by now must know, like, I don't care. I go about things knowing that within an hour I can lose 1,000 subs. I still do what I'm going to do. It doesn't fucking hurt me any, because the difference between me and those people that are making, bye, look at me. I need attention on me, please. Okay. Those very people, they're just so close-minded. They have no idea. was not abuse when I was a child. It really wasn't. A lot of things got taken. Like if you were raised in the, like all the way back 80s, 90s, like no, like people were allowed to, even teachers were allowed to get physical with your children. It's crazy. What the hell is wrong with people? Grow the fuck up. Well, it is what it is. They're people we don't need. It's fine. It's fine. It's the people that end up coming back in 90 days. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ChəR. Why are you announcing your exit? Just go. Well, that's why I said, it's all about getting that attention. We gave it to them. So bye-bye. As they're probably still listening. But ChەR's tongue is gold tonight. You had chairs thrown at you in school, Barbara? Holy shit. You didn't wear seatbelts either? I'd go through phases. I'd go through, because I actually know someone who passed away and it scared the shit out of me. And because they had their seatbelt on. It was the seatbelt was the reason that they didn't live. So that scared me. So I went through a long phase of, well, fuck that. I'm not wearing my seatbelt then, And I'd go back and forth and I'd go through these spells of not wearing my seatbelt. And then my kids started, well, if mom doesn't wear your seatbelt, then I don't have to wear my seatbelt. So then I had to start wearing my seatbelt because my kids were watching me and trying to copy me. So I was like, no. I almost died not wearing one. And that's happened with me as well, where I was not wearing my seatbelt. And I can't even explain what happened this one night. But like I said, my friend Cody was like, put your seatbelt on. And I was like, what? Why is he even telling me this? Like, that was so random. And I went to just put it on because it was so fucking weird. I'm like, why is he even telling me that? I don't know. Is he about to drive like an idiot? How like young guys and a group of friends do, drive like idiots. And so I just remember I go to click my seatbelt on and I couldn't, how your seatbelt locks? I could not fucking get my seatbelt to move. So there was no way I could buckle up. But the minute my seatbelt finally clicked, we fucking were rolling and totaled his yellow Pontiac. You used to be closed-minded. Well, there's just so much more that goes into it that I don't think people realize. They say, oh, this or that, lock them up, throw away the key. Well, we have a justice system for a reason. For me and Mark, it gets sketchy because we get angry like everyone. We think all the same things you do too. But then when we actually think it through, and then we have to think about the justice side of things too. What's proper, what's not proper. And I do. People don't understand it and they don't agree with it. And that's okay. But I always do counter in the mental health in a situation. Chris Watts, would he be where he is today? If you know what I mean? Like, again, I swear he had battered men syndrome. We have women who have murdered their husbands, knowing murder's wrong. Like, how do you stab your husband 100 and some odd times and then bury him in the garden? And that's a psychotic break. And that woman is free. I've gotten to somewhat speak to her, the blue-eyed butcher, while I was working with Rhonda Glover, because Rhonda Glover was in the same prison as her. I can't even remember what her real name is. I just know the blue-eyed butcher. And I remember because the blue-eyed butcher thought she was the shit in the, what is it called? I want to say Gainesville Women's Prison. And it bothered Rhonda because Rhonda also thought, she was big shit, but Rhonda used to be a high profile case in the 90s, but is not. Like, no one even knows who the fuck she is anymore now in 2022, right? But yeah, I always thought that was kind of interesting and funny, but they take that into consideration, and there are murderers walking free who are women because, well, their husband, they had mental snaps, their husband beat them, or their husband, now that, I understand that, but or their husband cheated on them and they had a mental snap. Lilani is 23 years old with 3 children already. Like, that has to take a mental toll on somebody. That there's no way that doesn't. Could there have been postpartum diagnosed? I don't know. America is definitely in a mental health crisis. Yeah, I agree. Nobody should be spoken ill of, especially under these kinds of circumstances. I would never speak ill of Billie. I'd hate to think of her harming herself. That's how I feel, holy moly. Muffy, I didn't even remember. Maybe I remember now that you said something, but it doesn't. There's a difference of people who apologize, or maybe they don't even apologize. They just come back around. Hey, ChəR, I was not adulting. Can you just unblock me? Okay, cool. You don't need, like, even without the apology, you know, hey, ChəR, I fucked up. Because I get like that too. I definitely can relate to saying shit and getting mad or deleting comments or whatever, because you speak when you're passionate. You can't always help that. But there's a difference when you see some of the same people who did that to you, who did that to me in the Wells case, come back, apologize, and now are doing it to me again. Nope. Don't you come back apologizing to me again, because there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, ChəR is nice and understanding until she gets burnt one too many times. And there's no telling what that number might be, because each person can burn me a different amount of times before I finally say, fuck this person. You know what I mean? I think I'm pretty fucking fair in that department. And then at the same time, I'm also a very jaded person because I get fucked over so much. So, yeah. How can you remember them all, ChəR? Some of their names stand out, but then they change their names. And some people's behaviors is so pinpointable. Does that make sense? Like, you're like, oh, that's so and so, just under a different name and picture. Wink, wink, Linda. Just kidding. What's funny is she'll probably hear that I just said this. Somebody would send her this clip, but she ain't listening. I know Cotton Candy Booze is laughing her ass off right now. You think my channel is fair and open-minded, PJ? I appreciate that. I try. I'm human, though, and I know that I definitely, my emotions, and I can get passionate. It all takes over. But I think that's why we're so fair over here, because we understand that being humans is a weird thing, right? It's just weird. We're weird. We're all weird. And you're going to pee? No, don't do that. Hey, Sir Coolbox. So I'm also Scratch and Sniff, Pastor Kraken case is just saying, oh my God, I can't. That's too much. Possibly the drug abuse was major contributing factor. That also matters, Sean. Yeah. I mean, how can it not, right? Absolutely. Even if she wasn't on drugs recently, doing drugs, which I can admit, doing a lot of drugs throughout my childhood, through adulthood, yeah, it changes one's mental. That's scientifically proven. So, and she's so fucking young too. Yes, that we have to. Do we want to counter in to give her any excuses or any wiggle room? No, that's the human in us. No, eye for an eye. You killed your child. You should not live, right? I understand that thoughts and feelings. I have said eye for an eye a million times, but also before really understanding, before doing any of this. It's all done with, Muffy. No more acknowledging it. Unless you're an asshole to me later, then we'll revisit it. But just enough of that. You make me think. I appreciate your different views. I appreciate that, Gail. That's what I love. A hormone and drug cocktail is dangerous. Yes, Susan. Yeah, and it affects one's mental being. But and then you hear reports, and I don't know how true it is, but this is for another show, but I keep, why one child over the other. And someone was like, well, everyone says rambunctious. The child that's missing is always the rambunctious one. There's something to be said with that when you look at the families. Like, let's look at Summerwell's. She was the rambunctious one, the outgoing one, the one running, the curious one. Sounds like same as Quinton. So maybe they're the ones that were the most handful for these parents who aren't mentally capable and they don't want to admit it. I don't know. I'm just thinking aloud with y'all. I just want baby Quinton found. I want closure to this. And I want baby Quinton, because unfortunately it sounds like law enforcement does believe that he is passed. So I do want him to be properly laid to rest, which is what he deserves. He deserves to be alive today. But unfortunately, he has a very, very sick mother and a broken family network. And the police don't think that is what they're looking for, right? Clearly. Yeah, the rambunctious kids. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, it does. Hey, Cassius, I think about all those things. That's all I can say. They're baby killers. Hey, Sonia. He deserves to be properly laid to rest. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, he should be alive today. So that's the very least that could happen. Arrest that baby killer. So, Denise, we understand that sentiment. Okay. But we don't have to say it like that. Arrest the mother. She's sick. I think that's fair. I don't see fairy floss. See, that's why I'm going to have my chat on too. My fairy floss, I so hope you feel better soon. Love you. I didn't see you in the chat, but I hope you feel better soon as well. Oh. I was reading Cotton Candy Boobs texting me and I just saw something. Oh, okay. Hold on. I thought there was an alert from the Don Wells family channel. I was like, what the heck is this? No, we don't. And that's the thing that, people are like, I have to look something up. We don't know. And that's what they're waiting for. So people are like, well, she can be held on this. She could be held on that. Like, we could arrest her now. Here's the thing. Certain charges, like, let's say everything you all hear that I went through, right? My mom only did 90 days in jail. Other people did more time, but my mom did only 90 days. Okay. So we have to be careful because there's other things and legally that, let's say she gets charged for whatever, it's not as big as sentences. So if they charge her for it and she, let's say, pleads guilty to this or that, and then they lessen the charges, see, that's why they're waiting, because now they know they're looking for Quinton passed away and they want to be able to throw the book at her. Right? They know she's not a flight risk because she's on, or they know she's not a flight risk because they know where she's staying at. So they're quite aware where she is, where Billie is. They're quite comfortable knowing that she's not a flight risk. They're, they don't seem worried about that at all. So what they're doing is they're just gathering everything, because when they find Quinton and they do all of the proper things that they need to do, they're going to pile up all of the charges, and it's not going to be something that she can just wiggle out of or just do a little bit of time. Let's say like Casey Anthony. Throw the book at her too soon, and she could be walking around a free woman like everyone is freaking out about. So people need to be patient and just let law enforcement do what they're doing, because I actually see them doing something here. Whereas, and I'm still wondering what the hell anyone is doing in Summer's case. Look at Cassie Carlos' case. They locked the person of interest up with her autopsy was undetermined, and now this dude has a chance. Yep, he may walk, and he definitely murdered Cassie. Yeah, look at Barry Morphew, you guys. Lock him up right away, right? They've got to do things carefully, and everyone wants them to do their job. Let them do their job then, right? I have to be honest with you, though. I don't believe that there's certain people that should be in fear of their life for leaving that house to go get, let's say, groceries or toilet paper or cigarettes or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's our place to be putting people like that. But another Casey Anthony, right, Denise? So that's why they got to be more careful. In my opinion, that's what I think is going on, that they don't want something like that they do want to do proper justice. And that's what I have hope for. But I also hope that proper justice means that, and again, go ahead and hate me for saying this, I also hope that in that justice, that Quinton gets proper justice and his siblings get proper justice, that while mom is serving her time, that she gets the help that she needs. That is what proper justice is. She's 23, you guys. And if you can't, 23 with 3 kids who it has been generations cycled of abuse that 2 generations have been trying to stop, and it just didn't, like, again, we're not all going to agree on that part of it, but it is what it is. And it's hard for me to not understand those parts of it. 22, even younger. Yeah. But I if nobody else wants to see it and they just want to see her get locked away, throw away the key, I don't understand those people, because I've been a product of this kind of stuff. And my mom died never trying, and I'll repeat it. I wish I could look back and see that she tried, because I might have actually tried to I wouldn't have a relationship with her, but I would have had it face to face with her in a closure session. But I didn't think she ever deserved that for me, because I think I always kind of felt me getting my closure would somewhat give her closure, and I don't think she deserved that. And she's dead now. She died a year ago, actually. No, a year ago last month, and I just found out in August. So I found out almost a year after she died that she died. And yeah, for me, in my experience, I wish I could look back and see that no matter what, even if my mom was in prison, that she tried to live a better life, that the shit I went through and my life I had to fight for on my own was for a purpose. I can't help but think that that's how most kids that grow up from these families would want to see. Or maybe some actually do. They're just like, they're better off dead. I don't know. Hi, Andrea. I don't think I have the closures, Shannon. I think I just tell myself it is what it is. And, I'm 38 now. I've gone this long. I can go another 38 years and just, it is what it is. She's a bitch. And I'll probably die thinking my mom was a bitch. But, I can also say I catch myself wondering if I am being too harsh on the thinkings of her, because I do know what she went through. I know what my grandma did to her, but it's so different with me. This is where it gets tough, and this is where I am not going to lie. And if you're watching, I'm sorry, but I have to be a little bit honest in this and say, I feel the anger for Billie's stupid mistakes and choices in leaving grandchildren with her daughter. Again, I understand. But why do I hate my mom so much? Because I had kids. I became a mother. And even though my mom did things to me and my grandma did things to me or allowed things to me, and it was at least a 3-generation cycle, I had kids. And have I made mistakes? Yeah, I've made mistakes. But have I made the mistakes that made my life what it was? No, I never made those same mistakes. I've made mistakes. I have done drugs. I have gotten too angry at times. I have made mistakes. I'm not here to say I've ever been a perfect parent at any time. But I know I did my best. I know I'm proud of the relationship I have with my kids right now. And I know my kids would never go tell anyone something crazy because nothing happened. In fact, I had people would tell me, like, you're too, like, why don't you whip your kids or whatever? And it's because that's scary. I was in therapy a lot, especially after having kids. It scared me because I didn't want to abuse my kids. And this is something that a therapist and I spoke about. And she said, before you punish your kids, don't punish right away. If they make you angry or they do something, or kids mess up. And that's the first thing you have to understand is children are going to have mistakes. Humans have mistakes. Kids are going to have mistakes. Don't have kids if you don't want spilt milk and things like that, right? You have to have patience with them. And anyways, some people just don't have it. But she said, don't react right away. Take a couple deep breaths, count to 3, and then react to the situation. That's what she told me. So I always keep that in mind. And then another, like, you pick and choose your battle. So I always knew, like, okay, my kid dumped a cup of milk on the floor. You're cleaning that up. I'm not, you know what I mean? Not whooping their ass from here to next Thursday. You know what I mean? So I don't get it. So I just don't understand how my mom could have me, have my sister, and have 2 other kids, Doug Jr., Fantasia, if you ever find me. Yeah. They were also going to evict, yes, her and her boyfriend. Yep, don't do it when you're angry. Yep. 57 and still make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes until the day we all die. That's just the truth of it, whether you like it or not. And the people who think that they have squeaky clean histories or want to pretend online, go for it all you want, but whatever. We're all going to one of two places is the same either way. So I'm not sure, Tanya. I'm not sure about the boyfriend situation. I know he went to work. He was seen at work, but I do know he left work. So that's all sketchy. So again, do I think that this is something she did all alone? I'm not sure about the boyfriend situation. And it's been pretty mute on that front. I have asked about it. And I can't say if that's been really answered. I learned how not to raise my child by my child. Exactly, Mandy. That's a perfect way of saying it. I still muck everything up, fam. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. We all do. So don't feel bad, killer. Something suspicious about him, that boyfriend I feel bad energy from. There's definitely something, yeah, something suspicious there for sure. Absolutely. Keep on learning, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I don't get it. But I also know for one how just living real life is so unpredictable. No matter even sometimes how good you're trying to be. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Breaking generational trauma is being a good parent. Or yeah, trying your best to do that. None of us are perfect. I raised 3 kids. My daughter passed away from cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yogi. Raised my only grandchild so I can relate. I'm so glad that the grandchild had you, and I'm so sorry for your loss as well. I am a walking disaster, hot mess, perfectly flawed, stitched together by good intentions. I love that, Pam. That's what this platform is, so much slower of a growing channel, but it's about the quality of people. There's such good freaking people here that have lived a very colorful past, and so which, like, I haven't even met y'all in person, but I'm so like proud of everyone because you guys have shared a little bit, and I'm like so proud of everybody. So even though this platform doesn't grow as fast as the others, we're okay with that over here because we got good people who have worked very hard to be the good people that they are now. And let's say, even though they were going through hell, we're still probably good people, and just people didn't even know it. Like, I know I could be going through hell, and if I had $5 in my pocket and I seen someone starving, I would give them $2.50. That's being real. I wouldn't give them every penny, but I would give them, you know what I mean? That's how me and Mark are. Because we know the struggle, we understand the struggle, we understand life, and that's how I know almost all of you guys are. And that's what I love about you guys. Quality people, minds and souls. Amen. The quality, not the quantity. And somebody said that to me long ago. Don't worry about your subscribers, Cher. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. And I was like, you're so right about that. Because I never even thought I'd have 100 subscribers ever, right? I didn't think anyone would ever really care about what Cher's thinking, what Cher has to say on anything. Yeah, so To think that there's over 19,000, I think. Is that right? That's wild and that's huge. 19,367. I lost like 150 subs and I don't give a damn. Bye. You'll be back later. Please don't come back later. I take one reel over thousands of fakes. Amen to that. And you know what? And a lot of us in here, we don't always agree on everything either. But I really like Killer and his wife because I don't know. I feel like they somewhat help bring the community. I feel like they've helped duct tape this community together a little bit better than what it was, let's say, a year ago. Right? Some of y'all know. If you know, you know. He knows. They know. Love all you fuckers. We're not allowed to say fuck on this channel. I got yelled at yesterday. Our community is awesome. I'm super proud of it. You will never understand or get answers you want. Some moms, it's all about them, never about their kids. I have come to a point in my life that it just doesn't matter anymore. Is the mom's loss. Mm-hmm. Outdoorsy life. Oh, making homemade French fries. You think this is one of my best lives? Well, I appreciate that. I'm quite fond of duct tape. Gorilla tape? I don't know. Oh, the daycare worker unveiled the sweet baby who just started going there. She's been arrested. Happened yesterday. On the daycare worker unalived. The sweet. I didn't know about that one. Okay, so okay. I didn't know about that case. Wow. Some of us has been stitched together with duct tape and rolling papers. I like that. It just comes down to good people, not perfect people. That's got to go on a t-shirt. I swear. Killer, put that on a mug or something. If you don't, I'm going to. I think Darzilla, I think so. I do think so. I'm going to be live again tomorrow because, again, you know, I didn't get to have the stuff. I wanted to really watch today. I was going to pull up the interview and stuff like that. Right now, I don't think there's a point because I think I covered that actually on last night's episode. I don't think there's a point because right now, that child's father also needs some help, but I have faith he can get that help, and it's not too late for him to stand up, be a man, and take control and be a father to your son. And that might take a little bit of time and some healing, but it's not too late to start that now. Okay? Because again, one day this son of yours is going to grow up and want to look back. Did you try your best? Even if you having a child is not for you, they're going to still want to look back one day and see that you're living your best, that you did. Their life wasn't so hard in vain. You know what I'm saying? So even the dads need to buck up here too, not just talk shit about Leilani and Billie and the neighborhood and what's happened. Stop that bullshit and buck up right now, or I don't want to hear any of them talking. Thinking about it today, I don't want to hear a word out of any of the baby daddies' mouths until I see them buck up themselves. And that's just me being real, because they haven't done a damn thing until right now when this happened. And you can't tell me that they're any better than what's going on in that house, or that they didn't know, because the one did know some stuff. So anyway, but it's not too late. Buck up, step up, be the dads, take your kids, and yeah, or don't, and make sure your kids are in good homes, and still buck the fuck up so that they can look back and see, okay, mom had troubles, but dad ended up getting his shit together. Okay, to the 2, even 3 baby dads that are out there. Yeah, now's the time. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because I think that's fucking fair. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys probably earlier tomorrow, like tomorrow afternoon. I've got some Summerwell stuff to discuss as well. I might be live twice tomorrow. And then Friday is the marathon. I don't know how long we're going to be live, but I'm starting early in the morning. Taylor's resentencing hearing. I'm excited. I can't wait. I hope that he gets to be a free man. If not on Friday, then soon. It's already been close to 2 decades, and that man deserves to be a free man. Is Benny on his way to Georgia? I'm not sure. Brandy, did you hear anything? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love, guys. Bye.